They told you it was love at first sight. That spark in your chest, that racing heartbeat, that dizzy ache in your stomach. You called it magic. You called it destiny. The world told you it was proof that you had found the one. But feelings are not always proof. Sometimes they're patterns. Sometimes they're echoes of old stories you never finished. What you think is fate may simply be memory, dressed in a new disguise. Philosophers have warned us for centuries. Desire is not neutral. Desire isn't just a flame, it is a compass. And if you don't know who is holding that compass, you may not realize it's pointing you back to the very wound you've been running from. Socrates said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." But the unexamined desire may be even more dangerous. Because desire does not simply draw us, it directs us. It seeks out the cracks in our foundations. It hunts the emptiness we've been taught to ignore. And when someone arrives who matches that hidden outline, we feel it instantly. The rush, the spark, the obsession. We don't see them as they are. We see them as completion, a promise of wholeness, a missing half of ourselves. But here's the truth. What feels like destiny often begins as repetition. We are not falling in love with a person. We are colliding with a reflection of what we denied, repressed, or abandoned in ourselves. Think about it. Why are you drawn to certain people with such intensity, while others leave you unmoved? It isn't always their qualities. It's the way those qualities line up with your shadows. The way they awaken the unfinished story inside you. That is why attraction can feel both thrilling and terrifying. Because your nervous system cannot always tell the difference between passion and pain, between safety and danger. The same adrenaline fuels both. And so what hurts can sometimes feel like home. Here's the danger. Once desire crosses a threshold, it stops being a choice and starts becoming a chain. You tell yourself you're in control. You tell yourself you could walk away at any time. But can you? Or are you obeying a script you never wrote? This is how obsession works. It whispers that intensity equals truth, that suffering proves death, that the more it burns, the more real it must be. But this is a trap. Obsession is not devotion. It is captivity. The philosopher Schopenhauer wrote that desire is a form of slavery because it makes us chase something outside ourselves for a wholeness we refuse to create within. And in that chase, we surrender, not to love, but to leverage. And here lies the test. If your attraction makes you smaller, it is not love. If it asks you to abandon yourself, it is not love. If it feels like fate only when you are anxious, it is not love. It is a mirror wearing your favorite mask. So how do you break free? By seeing clearly, by daring to ask, am I drawn to this person or to the reflection of what I've buried inside myself? Because when you name the shadow, it loses its power to seduce. When you reclaim what you've exiled, no one else can hold it hostage. Desire is sacred. It is the fire that brings us together, the energy that creates art, life, connection. But when it is guided by old wounds, it becomes a leash. When it is guided by awareness, it becomes freedom. The choice is yours. Keep repeating the same story, mistaking intensity for intimacy, mistaking adrenaline for love, or step out of the cycle and discover what desire feels like when it no longer rules you. Because the deepest truth is this: love is not supposed to enslave. It is supposed to expand. And until you learn to govern desire, desire will govern you.